morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Saturday the 18th of January 2025 and today I'm still in Yeovil on the back of last night's game, but today I'm making tracks back home, but not without a big stop just west of the border, and it is the small matter of the South Wales derby. It is Cardiff City versus Swansea City in the Championship. This is the first ever time I've been to South Wales in my life for anything, let alone football, so really looking forward to it today. It should be a hell of a day, pretty raucous atmosphere expected as well. Let's get into this. So I'm in Cardiff and I think this is a pretty appropriate backdrop for this afternoon's match preview. Bit of an awkward journey to get here, I'm not going to lie. My initial train out of Yeovil this morning was cancelled, so in order to make up the time and eventually get back on track, what I had to do was obviously get the bus to Taunton. Didn't have a great deal of time there. I had to pretty much sprint from the centre of town to the train station and onwards to Bristol before finally getting here. But we're here now, and that is the main thing, and I've got to say I'm absolutely buzzing for this one. Apologies if the intro came across a little bit rushed this morning, but I'm sure you can understand the circumstances. I pretty much had to move it as soon as I knew that was a plan. But going into this afternoon's game, Cardiff are currently in 21st place in the Championship table, so just one place above the relegation zone. They're really not having the best of times at the moment, and Swansea are currently in 12th place, so mid-table. Got maybe an outside chance of getting in the playoffs, but it's not particularly realistic. But in terms of any relegation worries or anything like that, they should be absolutely fine, so they have nothing really to worry about. But as I say, in these kinds of games, form does go out of the window a little bit. I mean, obviously looking at the table and that sort of thing, you'd probably maybe even say Swansea are the favourites, but based on the current situation for both sides, it probably is a more important game for Cardiff in terms of easing any relegation worries and that kind of thing. But you can bet your bottom dollar that Swansea will not want to lose this game today. I've heard a lot about this particular derby, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it in person. I believe, at least as far as the UK goes, this is the first ever bubble match that I've been to. It is quite a common thing over in the Netherlands, but in order for Swansea fans to be able to get into the ground today, what they'd have to do is go on the designated coaches from Swansea to here, and that's the same for all fans regardless of where they live. So say for argument's sake you had a Swansea fan living in Newport, they'd have to go through Cardiff on the train all the way to Swansea, get on the coach to come back to Cardiff, then I think maybe even the same in reverse going back. So yeah, it's certainly going to be an intense atmosphere, this one today, but I'm really excited to see what it's all about. As I say, this is the first time I've been to South Wales in my life, let alone for football. I've been to North Wales several times, obviously, a couple of times on this channel as well. Obviously, you're watching Gateshead at Wrexham, a couple of games in the Cymru Premier, so yeah, I'm got to say I'm absolutely delighted to be here. I'm going to have a little bit of time after the game as well to be able to explore Cardiff a little bit, so it makes for a cracking day, and I've got to say, as I've already said, really looking forward to it. Let's just hope that the game can complement that. So let's head on down to the Cardiff City Stadium, capture the pre-match atmosphere, then find out how it all unfolds. So here we are then, a new one off the list, and I believe that this is the gates of the old Ninian Park. If there's any Cardiff fans in the comments can vouch for that. But yeah, glad to be here. Let's go in. So the team's warming up as Swansea getting ready in the distance. Going to be in all white, I believe, this afternoon. Could be wrong on that, who knows. But Cardiff are getting ready just here. Going to be in the blue shirts and white shorts and blue socks. That I'm pretty confident of. So anyway, I'll see you in a bit for a bit more pre-match atmosphere. And of course, when the players are coming out the tunnel and ready to start the match. half-time, Cardiff City 0, Swansea City 0. I don't mind possession-based football if it's with a purpose, but Swansea are just knocking a ball about, like just with almost no real intent, just knocking about for the sake of it. Basically, it's so tedious to watch. Not going to lie, but I maybe should have expected that from Luke Williams. Obviously, I know what his system was like at Notts County, but yeah, I've got to say that they have been so boring to watch. Like seriously, Cardiff, on the other hand, maybe in some areas just lacking a bit of quality above all else, but you know, at least they're having a go and trying to create chances. They've forced keeper into a couple of saves, albeit not like massively meaningful ones, but still getting some efforts on target and that sort of thing. Like, will the game open up in the second half? I think it probably needs to. I think especially for Cardiff's sake, because yeah, they really could do with the 3 points in this game just to steer themselves away from the relegation battle a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of now I'm hoping that Cardiff win, because they've just, like, as we say, at least they've like tried to try to create opportunities and that sort of thing. So anyway, on to the second half. I've got to say, it is still quite a good atmosphere in here, though. You see what I mean by these two really can't stand each other. Some of the chants that have been going on there, so that's been decent at least. But yeah, the game definitely does need to improve from a spectator's point of view. Valentine. Full-time Cardiff City 3, Swansea City 0. I've got to say I thoroughly enjoyed that, and Cardiff were well-worthy winners. Swansea were so poor there, I'm not going to lie, and it is exactly what I alluded to at half-time. A lot of possession, but just did absolutely bugger all with it, whereas Cardiff were looking to create opportunities as much as they possibly could, and they got the early goal in the second half, and from there Swansea just collapsed. Cardiff's tails were completely up. Swansea were making mistakes in the back and that sort of thing, so there can be absolutely no complaints over the final result, and what an atmosphere that was today. I'm really glad that I've experienced this particular match, and if you haven't experienced it already, then make sure you get around to it at some point, because I would highly recommend it. You're probably wondering how I did manage to get a ticket for this game today. Well, you may have seen one or two empty seats dotted around the stadium. It was actually very, very easy to get hold of one. Literally just a case of going on the website, signing up and registering on the website, and I was able to get one. So if you ever get around to it, most definitely do, because it was an absolutely fantastic atmosphere, and I've got to say on the back of it, I really do hope that Cardiff stay up, because the fans were absolutely brilliant today. I thought the team certainly played really well as well, so all in all I'm absolutely delighted just as a neutral as to how that went today, because sometimes with these kind of games it can end up being a little bit tedious, and the first half was at times, but the second half it absolutely exploded into life. Cardiff getting 3 goals, a couple of fights breaking out towards the end of the game. The crowd were just absolutely brilliant. I mean, every time a goal went in, it just became a total mosh pit really. So yeah, I know I've got a long journey ahead of us in about an hour and a half or something like that. I'm just having a little bit of a wander around Cardiff. Obviously I need to edit this particular video at some point as well, but all in all, in terms of the game I went to last night and the game I've been to today, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at both. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy the journey home. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Tuesday night, and it is yet another Football League game. It's very rare that I end up doing 2 Football League games in a row, but it's happening here, and for this one we are stepping down into League 2 for Harrogate Town versus Colchester United. So until then, take care, cheers for watching, enjoy the rest of your weekend, see you later.